Welcome to the party, pal!
Welcome to the stream. Let me pull up the audio, make sure the mic is working. It is. How's everybody doing? I need to remind myself every time I start a stream when there's nobody in chat that
Welcome.
I should look to see. Oh, there is somebody in chat. What's up, Dottore? How's it going? Welcome to another daytime stream. Currently home alone. My wife and kid are out. Wife's at work, in the office, and I am at home to edit photos. My son is out at summer camp today, which is like a daily little camp that they go. So he gets to go swimming, play all kinds of sports with other kids, and get some good crucial social time. Because as an only child, he is great at entertaining himself, but I definitely know how important it is to be able to socialize with others in your peer group, especially when you're a kid. I mean, you learn so much just through interacting with others your age. Anyways, I hope everybody had a good 4th of July weekend. I know that's pretty local to the US, but this is more of a global platform. I know I did. I went out to the Mercado area, which is near Sentinel Peak, near the base, where they do the main fireworks display for Tucson. There's a couple displays around town, and of course, a lot of local fireworks. But I I got some of my best fireworks photos to date. That like I wasn't really planning on capturing some fireworks photos, but we wanted to go out to the show, so I brought my camera gear, and I got some really good fireworks shots that I posted to social media, Instagram. Check those out on there. Yeah, I also on the 5th, there was a monsoon event at the Sonoran Desert Museum here in town. Um, and I was asked to do a speech or presentation on monsoon photography, which, oh boy, it was quite nerve wracking to do some public speaking like that. I mean, I do stream, which has got me a lot more comfortable just talking to any audience. But an online audience is very different than an in person audience. And there was moments where it was hard for me to just make eye contact with the audience. I hear I heard some tips after the fact when I mentioned that to others that I had like I tried. I've heard a lot of performers and stuff say that they try to connect with the audience and like with eye contact and all that stuff. And I don't know. I kind of was a little bit of nervous to do that. I heard a tip from somebody I mentioned that to though, that like try to look above the audience, like a little bit above, like scan around the room, that like makes it look like you're paying attention to them and such. But I don't know. But the presentation went pretty darn well. I did a compilation of some of my favorite storm photos, and basically told the story of from the start of my storm photography journey to present day, sharing a lot of my success stories, a few of my failures, um, and basically like where I got my start was like right around this time of year in 2006 with my first ever photo of lightning on the 4th of July. I was doing long exposures of fireworks, and lightning struck in the middle of one of my photos. I was doing handheld long exposures, so it's a very blurry. shot. And then I followed it up with some other like backyard storm chases once I finally learned the long exposure trick to capturing lightning, and shared a bunch of my really blurry photos of storms. And then I finally got good at it. I learned my settings. I learned all that fun stuff, and to focus in infinity, all that, and now to where I am now, where I have lots of photo experience with storms and everything. And come to last week, the monsoon is here. There was a major, awesome dust storm. I unfortunately was not out to photograph that, but I did chase a storm the next day, and I didn't really get anything. I, but the adventure was worth it. It was just to feel the crisp monsoon air, the breeze, the cool down is fantastic, and it was just wonderful to be out there in nature and watch the show of lightning and sunset and all the clouds moving, and it's something else. Um, but yeah, I didn't really catch any good photos from my chases last week. And this week I've looked at
Welcome.
forecasts. Oh, hi, Lidge. Thanks for the beard compliments. um oh, that kind of reminds me. There was a moment in one of the presentations in the monsoon event. My friend David, who did a presentation before me, where he shared a photo that he took of his friend in the 70s, and his friend has like his hair standing right up, and it says like "no hair raising experiences, please" was his quote. And I almost wanted to joke on that, but like I'm not going to have that experience, but I do have a beard, so maybe I would experience the hair lifting on the beard if I was in such danger in an electrical storm. Is it a beer mug of Coca-Cola? Yeah, it's Diet Dr. Pepper, and this mug actually says "I heart haboobs," which is an Arabic term for a massive dust storm. Very theming, very fits the theme of the storm chase. Hair lowering because it's the bottom for sure. Hmm. But yeah, I am super excited to be in monsoon season finally again, but this week is not stormy at all in the forecast, which is very unfortunate. I'm gonna have to we're gonna have to deal with a crazy heat before, which is important for the storm buildup. It's important for everything to be hot before it helps all the water evaporate and everything. But boy, oh, got one of those Philips beard trimmers. Oh, nice. I've got one called the Beardscape by this company called Brio. I'm a big fan of it. I've had it for years. Um, yeah, I've been sporting a beard since I think 2007 was when I first started growing it out. And my son has never seen me without one. That would probably, I mean, that would weird me out myself to see myself in the mirror if I ever shave this thing. Plus, I gotta have at least some hair. There's nothing left up here. Um, but yeah, so Today I don't really have too much planned. I do want to get around to catching up on some photos. And of course, catching up on chat a bit with lovely folks out there in the internet. Be it Twitch or YouTube. I could see the chats coming in. For some strange reason, my text to speech is not working on any platform. I don't know what happened to it. But I'm paying attention to chat coming in, so I'd love to get like one of those teleprompter things to put over my camera here one of these days, so I could just look directly at camera to read chat. That would be, I think I think it would feel more sincere rather than having to glance over this way to read chat. More like a large handle with a replaceable razor head. Easy. I mean, it would be easy to do. It just costs a lot of money. I'd love to get that Elgato one, but they're pretty pricey. There are some more like slightly inexpensive ones that have like a system of mirrors, but they require an external device like your phone or something like that to put like a chat display, which is also pretty doable. Mirror tablet box. Yep. Should be like $20. Yeah, I could do like a super ghetto like cardboard box setup, like a mirror. Like one-way mirrors aren't too expensive. Could probably get one for a couple bucks. Or two-way mirrors. I don't know what the actual term is for that. Until I can find a good one. Well, the good one that I have been eyeballing is the that Elgato monitor. It hooks up as an extra display, and I do have an extra display port on this video card. I have quad displays. I currently have 3 hooked up, and that would be my 4th. Granted, I do have 3 displays, so it's yeah, so I think I'm gonna play a little catch up with some recent vacation photos. I still have about 300 or so left to sift through and edit. And figured I'd chat with all you fine people while working on that. Hi, Charlie. Charlie's over here laying next to me. My dog. I can I have an emote of him in chat here. Here, I'll show you guys. There's Charlie. I kind of wish I could hook up my phone as a camera there, but it's a little messy over there. Could a small thin display put it under the camera between the monitor? Yeah, that's kind of what I'm currently doing in a sense. Is I mean I have the display literally right, like here's the camera, and then here's chat, like right next to the camera. So it almost would look like eye contact, I think, as I read chat, but I don't know. My setup's pretty eye level, although I think it is angled up a little bit too far. I might adjust this a little. Let's see. Ah. There we go. A little less rotation too. The skew was bothering me a little bit. Yeah, most people I've seen when doing like Zoom meetings and other stuff like that. Like I just had a Google Meet with all my real estate team, and and oh wow, I just got a message from my friend Jesse, who is apparently working up in Phoenix today. He says it's so hot up here that the breeze in the shade burns. That's rough. I'm gonna have to respond to that. But I remember I did so I lived down in Tucson, Arizona, which is I thought was like just I had some sort of ego that I've lived through some crazy heat. I mean, it's gonna get to 117 degrees Fahrenheit this week. It's forecasted. It's really hot, but then if you go up to Phoenix, it's even worse. It's like 10 degrees worse, and it also does not cool down really at night. I had I had booked a photo session with the stars. A friend of mine wanted to do a maternity session with the stars, and we went out at 10 p.m. in the middle of summer, and I lined them up with a good Milky Way shoot, and it was still 104 degrees outside. It was not cool. Hi, Charlie. How you doing, boy? I wonder if I got some treats for him. Dude, I don't have any treats for you today. I'm sorry. I do have some scritches, though. Oh, he's smiling all kinds. Oh yeah, there. It just shouted out my Behance. That's one of the. I was live streaming to Behance for a little while, and they stopped their live streaming platform. Granted, I wasn't getting any audience on Behance, but there's a fella who would come in here every once in a while, Sean Kosel, who's doing all of his live streams on Behance. And he had some people in there hanging out, which was awesome. I I I don't know. It's kind of hard to find a photography audience here on Twitch. I'm also co-streaming to YouTube. Sometimes people pop in on there, but I don't know, my following on YouTube isn't really much. It's kind of sad. All right, let's get to working on some photos with you guys. How's everybody been doing, by the way? Let's turn the monitor on and pet the dog. So this right here is a stormy photo from our drive back from Colorado. Oh, and Charlie's already gone. I'm gonna check all here, including my masking, and sync with all three of these images. And this was just me sticking my camera out the window. It's pretty dramatic stuff. Turn on my monogram tablet. Has anybody been up to any good adventures lately? I know this was quite great. I had a really good time. This one's kind of cool. I think I'm going to do a little burn right here over this highlight. Okay, let's remove some of the excess around the edges. I do a little bit here too. All right. Whoa, what is this one all wonky? Was this an HDR or is it like transform being weird? Uh-oh. What happened? Check my stats. Look at that. Why is this? It's not transformed. That was bizarre. Well, I guess it was a crop sync from the previous image or something. Those rain shafts were really cool to witness. We've got some car here to crop out. I wonder if I could do like a smart, like if I use generative AI to remove this vignette here caused from the car door. Okay, all three of those are kind of the same. Well, that one's not. All right, here's some starry photos from the Salt River Canyon. Unfortunately, I didn't really get any too good a foreground here. I mean, this canyon is quite beautiful. But it's kind of hard to scout the good foreground at night. Like this right here is some all right foreground. Oh, this is a blurry ass shot. I wonder if it isn't. Like, is it? Yeah, it's a blurry shot. Let's just reject that actually. Um, it's also a blurry shot. What was I doing here? Oh, I was trying to get the cars passing through, I think. There we go. That shot is sharp. This will probably be all right to use here. Do I have any masks? I do. I have a night sky boost. All right, let's darken this up. So this bit of foreground I don't really need with all the bushes and stuff. And this bit is really dark. So I think I might just crop it this direction. What does auto do here? Oh boy, yeah, that screws it up. I'm going to give it a little shadow boost. Pump in a little bit more contrast. Maybe drop the blacks a little bit. But for the foreground, I don't want the blacks to drop too much. Or actually, I want to boost the shadows in the foreground. So I'll do that. And the foreground's still a bit warm here, so I might cool it down some. Maybe a little magenta as well. And reduce the saturation a bit more. Unfortunately, it was like the moon was out, so there wasn't really that good of a star stuff to think about here. That right there is either a couple satellites or, well, it's likely a couple satellites. Yeah, I mean, it would have been dope if like there was the Milky Way visible over this or something. Unfortunately, not that time of year or not that time of month because the moon was out. It's a very moonlit sky. Car trails are pretty fun though. Like those. Oh, there's a plane. Pop that out of there. There's another plane. That's the one thing to worry about a lot in Star Trail photos is all the planes showing up. I wonder if I should darken this side of the landscape. Hmm. All right, so I'm going to merge this or intersect it with a linear gradient. And I'm also going to subtract the sky. So here's before adding that mask. Here's after. Just darken it quite a bit. I'm going to give it a little bit of clarity as well. And drop the blacks. What happens if I warm up the whole image? Undo that. Maybe I'll redo a little bit. Boost the global clarity. Global dehaze a little. Pop up in the vibrance. A little less saturated. I don't know, I like this edit. It is quite dark.
Welcome.
Hey, what up, Castronomy? Thanks, man. Or lady. Sorry, I just immediately gendered you. Suppose it's safe to assume that most people are male in the audience, but being on Twitch, that's not always the case. Yeah, welcome in. How you doing? I so wish I had Milky Way here. It would have made it much more awesome. All right, I think I'm gonna jump over to some of my ship rock images. I mean, it would have been great if we could have.
Language.
Oh, damn it! It would have been great if I was able to hang around here till nighttime. But it would have also, like, I also would have regretted it too, because the moon was out also pretty fierce, and yeah, I wouldn't have gotten as good of an image as well. Mail doing good. How am I? I am great. I'm just working on some photos from a recent road trip. Did some public speaking last weekend. That was pretty nerve-wracking, but also very fun and rewarding to share some of my images with people, with a live audience, like a real in-person audience. I mean, you guys are also real too, but not in person. I don't know why it is like I've had like bigger audiences show up on Twitch sometimes, and like some pretty big raids before, and it doesn't make me quite as nervous as seeing like, 30, 40 people like sitting in a auditorium watching you speak. It's yeah. But it's so great to share any of my work with any audience, though. I appreciate just being able to share my knowledge and passions with others. Ah, man, this is such a wonderful landmark, but I don't think I really
Welcome.
captured that great of an image. Hey, Foot Knight! Coming in with a Wilhelm scream, I see. Okay, this definitely has way too much magenta. Then when I add... maybe I just oversaturated it. Still, by the way, nobody has claimed first.
Impressive.
There you go. It's waiting for you to do it, for sure. You've been first so many dang times. 67 times. Sheesh. Appreciate you coming by so much, man. Is this Portishead? It is. It's been a minute since I listened to the Portishead. Oh yeah, this needed a whites boost. That's nice. Oh yeah, and the highlights are like way turned down. Just got back in the door from little odd job, side job. Got Gotta like those couple hours of easy labor for more dollars in the pocket. Yeah. I mean, my buddy Jesse who was just messaging me. He's up in Phoenix right now he does like assessment for Amazon lockers where he like measures up location and documents with photos and stuff. He's a fellow photographer. Um, and they pay him like a couple $100 just to go out and do like 20 minutes of work or whatever. But he has also to drive a long ways to do it. But boy, if I could do a couple of those a week, I'd be fine. I'd be set. Yeah, right. It's kind of similar. Like I think the folks who do like installing like cell phone towers and stuff like that. Like I guess there is like a certain amount of risk. You probably have like a lot of radiation risk or something. But I hear that folks like that, like those trades are like pretty profitable. Can support yourself pretty well on that. Yeah, I gotta find more gigs like that. I do a bunch of real estate, but I don't really get paid too handsomely on it. I'm on the struggle bus in the summer. Ah, boy, I really don't like if I waited for like sunset or what happens if I like do like boom. That's I mean it's kind of tempting to make it really warm, but okay, so what this is a volcano plug. It's it's famously called Shiprock. I know Captain America is going to complain about that. Um, it is. So, have you heard of Devil's Tower out in, I believe, Wyoming? It's the same sort of thing, and Weird Cap didn't like come in on that. Um, so it's a volcano plug, and essentially what it is it's a collection of lava that was once the plug of a volcano. And then over the course of thousands to millions of years, the volcano has eroded from around the lava. Yeah, well, there's one of the conspiracy theories being a giant tree trunk. Basically, yeah. Like here's a what is a volcanic plug world atlas? Let's see. It's solid magma, fragmental wall rock, and volcanic materials are conserved of determination of the volcanic activity. They're stored in the pipe of the volcano. The ingenious material in a plug, or the ingenious, may have a composition that may be related to that of lava or ash. However, its composition may comprise sediments of denser, rougher grain rocks. Um, oh, two of them are volcanic plugs. Devil's Tower is probably the most famous one. That's not Devil's Tower. They don't really have many. This right here is Devil's Tower. Um, yeah, that's Devil's Tower out in Wyoming. That's probably one of the more interesting looking ones, in all honesty. And also, there's a really cool story about like this particular one. It's struck by lightning so much. Like every year, this is struck by lightning. I've heard, or like they tell so many tales of it being struck. Um, and oh boy, would I love to get a photo of this being struck by lightning. Holy cow, that would be so much fun. This is another one. I don't know what this one is from. Oh, this one I think is probably from Australia. That one looks massive. There's an aerial of Devil's Tower. Or Devil's Tower. This might be Shiprock.
Language.
There's Cap. There it is. There's Shiprock. 100%. There it is. That's what I'm editing right now. Which actually, now I've looked at that, I have edited this far too warm. But yeah, they're quite interesting, and they're a lot more common than I had thought. Like I started looking it up while we were on our way on the road trip to here, and there are a lot of instances of volcanic plugs. Um, this is definitely one of the more famous ones. It's on Navajo land, I believe, or it's definitely on Native American land. I don't know if necessarily it's Navajo, but it's a really, really interesting land formation. And I really wish I could have stuck around for this to photograph it with the stars. That would have been very sweet.
Sub-Zero.
Ah! Nice. Good combo. Sub-Zero lasts a lot. It lasts a lot longer than Hi Charlie. Good boy. He's over here whining. I wonder if he's out of water. Let me go check on that real quick. I think I'll switch it to the Battle Royale scene for a moment. You guys fight it out in chat. I'll be right back.
GG! GG!
It was. He was out of water. Who won? The Torre. Good game, folks. So this right here is the spine that leads up to it as well, which is also quite interesting. It's almost like a giant dinosaur. A bunch of really neat rock formations around here. Yeah, this right here is the road leading up to it, though. It's kind of sketchy. Kind of sketchy. I, uh, I definitely didn't feel confident to be taking a rental car up that way. Yeah, it's beautiful area though. Yeah, there's a whole ridge that leads up to it and away from it. Well, this didn't really need the weeds in the foreground so much. We'll probably crop in to where it's more centered too. There's one in southern Sask called Castle Butte. Basically, a giant lump of clay and sediment just plopped in the middle of the prairie. Interesting. By Sask, is that like short for Saskatchewan? This guy. And then you wind up typing Saskatchewan anyway. Uh, that's funny. Saskatchewan, what's it called? Superfralicalig. Like, I can't even say that word. Supercalifragilistic. XBLS Saskatchewan. I thought I was focused on the distance, but it really, the focus kind of looks like it was up in the foreground. This looks to be the most in focus right here versus this. There is like the focus fall off does help like give you a sense of the distance though too, and this road in the foreground. Boy, I wish I got to visit this at night though. Oh boy, that would have been. All right, I'm gonna skip around some. Let's go back. Um, Telluride. Telluride, Colorado. This was quite pretty out here. I don't know why auto gave that so much exposure. It was quite gloomy and rainy out here. Hit it with my Sky Boost preset. Imagine that's a province only slightly smaller with the size than the size of Texas, but it has 3 actual cities. Largest, which is barely 300,000. Yeah. Canada isn't that populous, is it? Mostly because it's freaking cold as hell up there. I mean, we have too many freaking people here in Arizona. Like, Phoenix is the 5th largest city in the US. And it's not this many people should be living here. I mean, air conditioning is a wonder that exists. I found out that like one of the streets I live nearby, Craycroft, is named after the person who brought air conditioning to Tucson. I'm like, oh yes, you definitely deserve to have a street named after you. The state of California has a higher population. Oh yeah, than all of Canada. That's crazy to think about, isn't it? So crazy. Oh yeah. Texas has a lot of that problem. Like you hear about the infrastructure is not prepared for a lot of the crazy disasters that hit them. Like right now they're dealing with a terrible, terrible flood.
Terrible.
And it was just the area I went to last year to go witness the eclipse. Hi, Charlie. He enjoys any sort of attention I give him up here. Unfortunately, that has to make me give less attention to chat. Well, not really. I could still read chat while petting a dog. All right, especially a city like Kelowna. It's in the bottom of the valley. Can only expand so far before you run out of room. I mean, you build up eventually. As mountains are sensitive ecological areas. Next solution is to start building up. Yep. Oh, it was in that sentence or the paragraph. So there's big towers going up all over the place downtown. Same here, actually. We're about to build some good big stuff. Oh, apologies. I had a time. There's about to be an ad running here on Twitch. If you're on YouTube, you're still good. I don't think ads run on the lives. My YouTube isn't monetized anyway, so. I was just thinking about YouTube moments ago where like I was downloading and going through a lot of my time lapses for my presentation, and my YouTube got a lot of attention with my 2016. My 2016 monsoon video got a lot of attention. It's my second most viewed video on all of YouTube. And any subsequent monsoon video that I've done in the following years barely breaks 200 views. Like, it's very low viewership.
Language.
Man, Cap was fast on that one. By the way, your YouTube preview thumbnail shows you late night. It does. I need to make a more generic one that isn't like day or night. Just make one that's live photography. I've almost been thinking on doing like the Steve Cardy method. He's a fellow photography streamer who's gotten really, really popular on YouTube. And he did a session just photographing himself. Basically, a big selfie studio session. And it's like him holding a camera, stuff like that. Just a lot of general poses in that regard. And he uses that for all of his thumbnails, which I guess makes a lot of sense to do for a live stream because a lot of the draw of live stream is like just your personality, like just somebody to chat with and all that fun stuff, you know? Somebody to be your friend online, really. The parasocial of it all. Boy, that was not really in focus, was it? Oh, well. I got more to choose from. All right, let's do some. You know what? I'm gonna just take a grip of these and do my Sky Boost preset to all of them while the ads are running. Oh wow, that didn't take nearly as long as I thought it would. And Telluride was quite beautiful. What's weird? This speech chat said somebody had joined the channel. I didn't even know that did that. Tells me when people join in. Greetings from Argentina. Awesome. Oh, thanks for the first time chat. I'm all the way out here in the US in Arizona and currently editing some photos from Colorado. Thanks for the follow. What brings you all the way out from Argentina? You a fellow photographer? Oh, the Sky Boost thing didn't work on this. No wonder it was so fast. Oh, sync was not hit. Okay. Yep, awesome. What kind of genres do you do? Are you a generalist like myself? Do landscape and all other like I do landscape, real estate, portraits. Portraits kind of fits a lot of umbrellas actually. And in landscape as well, I do a lot of starscapes and storm chasing. Like to sneak into photographers' dreams and make friends. Oh, heck yeah. Me too. Motorsport photographer. Ooh, do you do those following, like tracking shots? Where you're moving as fast as the vehicle with a slower shutter. Those are my favorite. I'd love. I want to do some more of those. It's been a minute since I tried that. Also a bit of ballet. Wow, that such a genre change there. It's crazy. I love it. Okay, what am I? There we go. This is out in Telluride, Colorado. It was so beautiful out there, even though it was a very stormy day. Charlie was trying to eat Jeff. Don't eat my cactus friend. this guy. What the heck? Yeah, he was chewing the crap out of him right here. This little bit. He was chewing the crap out of it. This, by the way, is Jeff, if anybody hasn't seen him. But he's a very comfy pillow that I laid down in Charlie's bed, and Charlie's starting to chew at him. He's not your chew toy. Capital city of Saskatchewan, Regina. Rhymes with that. Oh, Regina. Oh, okay. With that.
Welcome.
Oh, boy. Hey, what up, Cat? How's it going? Yeah, I know I don't stream nearly as often as I used to. I used to stream every night. Oh, yeah, first time chat. I've hung out in her stream a bit. Yeah, apparently I've never chatted in this channel. Yeah, I'm a bit of an old school photography streamer. I've been around for 4 years now. That Twitch borked again. Yeah, Twitch does bork quite often. Very quiet I am. That's kind of funny as a streamer being very quiet. But I get it. I haven't really had as much time hanging out in other streams as I used to, unfortunately. I had been pretty busy away from the computer. And honestly, I should spend less time on the computer. Because it's yeah, Foot Knight, by the way, you should definitely follow that man. He is a great fellow streamer. Good supporter, plays a lot of Minecraft and Pokemon and whatnot. Oh, thanks, RK. I don't know how to pronounce that username. Less time on the computer, no things like this. I mean, really, like I spend that's when my metabolism went away, is when I first got a desk job on the computer. And all of a sudden I went from being Skinny Ray to a lot less than Skinny Ray. Yeah, I definitely should be spending. But this week is absolute craziness. Let me share this with you. This is why I'm probably going to be spending most of my time on the computer. Currently in Tucson, it's 106 degrees. Does it show Celsius as well in here? I can't really translate to Celsius on the fly. Where's the 10 day? Where's the 10 day? Full forecast. Oh, it's 107 now. It just went up a degree. No thanks. 10 day. 41C. Yeah, so it's tomorrow is 108. Wednesday is 111. Ugh. Is there a way I could change it to Celsius? I need to find one that shows me both Fahrenheit and Celsius. Wonder if my little weather app in Windows does that.
Welcome.
Yeah, it will be some storm chasing, but it's... Oh, there said there's early showers today. Wait a second. Weather. Let's do a little forecasting real quick. It's not really, I mean, I'm right about here in Arizona. Oh, incomplete run. Let's get a more complete run. So I'm right about here. This is the future radar. Yeah, not really looking good for storm chasing later. Oh, this is tomorrow. Tomorrow's got a bit of storms. But it's all like very, very southern Arizona near the Mexico border. Granted, like I'm right here and this is like 90 miles from the border, so it's not really too far. More videos, yeah. I need to start making those videos again. I shared some. I did a presentation this weekend at a monsoon event to an auditorium on my storm photography, and I shared some of my time lapses, and I also shared some of my storm chasing with Ray videos from YouTube. And I really enjoyed making those videos, but like the lack of attention they got really kind of shut down my motivation for me, because I spent hundreds and hundreds of hours working on those to get very, very little attention. I use hashtags. It's not, I don't know, it's not hashtags. It's But yeah, it's not looking really good for storms in the near future. It's all sunny, 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 sunny. If I do a longer run in the forecast, let's look up the NAM, for example. I think the NAM goes up to Wednesday, Thursday. Thursday, no. Like New Mexico's getting some weather. Not so much Arizona. Yeah, but for some reason the weather thing is broken. Reformat exports for vertical content. I do that too. I do that too. I do also really like Twitch's clip editor now that does like a vertical version. It's so nice. Yeah, back to these Colorado photos. It's so sad. Like, the monsoon has begun. Monsoon is a full season from mid-June all the way to late September, where we get some amazing thunderstorms all over Arizona. I started last year with a photo of lightning at the Grand Canyon. It was so good. But don't overuse them, because then the algorithm doesn't understand what you're trying to reach. Okay. Yeah, I could see that. I know, I'm kind of done wrestling with algorithms. It's such BS. I don't want to play their game anymore. Yeah, I'm just gonna continue to be myself on the internet, and maybe it'll get somewhere. And make stuff. Yeah. Always make stuff. Miss old internet when people created just for the sake of creating, not for profits and views. I mean, I'm kind of in the same boat as your opinion there, but I'm also trying to make a living doing this as well. Like I am a professional photographer now. This is my livelihood, and boy, does it suck not making money at it. Even though I love doing what I do. Like when it comes to the point where I struggle making bills, that starts to suck. Which is every summer here. Summer, my bookings go down to nil. I have one real estate shoot tomorrow, however, which is nice. So I do have a shoot tomorrow. But beyond that, my calendar is empty. It's empty. Gotta start an OnlyFans. Unfortunately, there's nothing really about me that OnlyFans would enjoy. I mean, I'm more a Patreon, I guess, as far like that sort of thing. But I even then, like, it's kind of like working for Twitch and stuff, where like you have to put in so many hours, and I kind of got to the point where I was a little bit like I make, I think it was like 2 cents to 10 cents an hour on this platform, which hardly makes it feel monetarily worth it. Then back into music videos, and no one does videos around me. What? Oh, that sucks. End goal is to make money from something related to content, but not the content itself. Or you keep creating aspect as a hobby. Yeah, me too. Like I did the speech this last week for free. Though that is something that you could really make a living off of, touring, doing speeches. I bet the first guy who did a speech was paid for it. So he was like a herpetologist. It's pretty interesting. Ooh, I like this one even better. Telluride was beautiful. Even though it was gloomy and stormy out, it was a beautiful place. Did a few years of music videos and I have a good portfolio, but now I'm using DaVinci Resolve, so learning curves are back. Oh, DaVinci Resolve is the GOAT, though. It's so good. I was a Premiere guy for so many years, and then I had a really great thing going for a while with my wife works for the university here, and she gets me some good university hookups sometimes, like student discounts and whatnot around town. And also I had the entire Adobe Creative Suite for $10 a year I would pay. And I had the entire Creative Suite. I was using Premiere and After Effects for everything. And then that benefit went away. And suddenly it became, I think it was $70 to $80 a month, which was not sustainable for me. I don't really make that much of a living. And so I got rid of the entire Creative Suite and went just to the photography plan, which is $10 a month. Now it's like, it's the same, but I have to pay annually. I think it comes to like what, $120 or something like that. And so I pared it down to the photography plan, and then I started experimenting. I used Filmora for a little while. I used Sony Vegas, a couple other editors I tried. Then I went with DaVinci Resolve. And DaVinci Resolve I now prefer over Premiere. Not so much After Effects, though. I'm still pretty lost when it comes to Fusion. The DaVinci Fusion bit is pretty rough to me. Like, I don't fully understand. Like, I do understand it, but as far as getting everything to work and, like, searching for things, I have a hard time. Isn't Photopea a free Photoshop online? Oh, sure. I still use Photoshop and Lightroom every day. It is a part of my bread and butter. And I could afford that. I just can't afford the entire Creative Suite. Because it's like, or just I used to pirate the software, yeah. But this, like, the Creative Suite is a business expense. I am in business as a photographer, so it is. a tax break. Adobe's ruthless when I used it during my animation courses. The school didn't give any sort of student discounts, and I recall it was $20 a month at first. It kept creeping up. You get a raw in because they charge only in USD. Oh, this is such a pretty part of the world out in Telluride. It's so beautiful. Early in the morning, and now it's midnight, so have a good one. Oh, good night. I mean, that's usually when I would stream, was around midnight-ish. So I totally get you. What up, Charlie? What's up? I got you water. He needs more attention.
Can I pet that dog?
Getting Charlie some pets. It's so pretty out there. Oh, there was a kid fishing out here, which I thought was just interesting. And it's raining. You can see all the rain. Do a little sky adjustment here. That is a pretty shot. All right, I'm gonna hop around some more. Do I have any more Meow Wolf stuff? I do. Let's go through some of the Meow Wolf stuff. So we went to 2 Meow Wolf locations, one in Santa Fe and another in Denver. This is from the Denver location. This was out in the community space. It was all interactive projections on the floor, which was pretty neat. And I got some photos of some of the details. This was out in the front lobby. This is the quantum department of ducks. Got the duck supervisor. And then all the here's all the agents. See if there's any Easter eggs or something in here. There are a few agents that are missing. Oh, Agent 33 had wandered off. It does kind of look like these are all the ducks from the game Abduction, which, if you have not played that game, it is a really fun little board game to play with some friends and family, where you try to arrange ducks in certain patterns to get points. And this right here was in the pizza place. This is the ball pit. It was like this faux pizza place. And this right here was the cop mascot. And he looks like he's a little disgruntled, hanging out down in the ball pit. It's kind of hard to get some good shots in the lighting. A lot of the lighting in this place is very akin to like concert photos and stuff, where you're dealing with some really interesting lighting conditions. I'm gonna add a little light to here. Maybe cool it down a little. Remove this bit. I almost like, much like this, I'm very tempted to go black and white. Because the colors are so just all over the place. But I could do some color mixer work here and just desaturate the yellow and a bit of the orange. Kind of neutralize some of the yellow light that's coming in. Not really the best shot. Here's some more characters from the pizza place. This guy right here, there was two of these, one right next to each other. I probably should have got a photo of the both of them. And they're talking to each other and telling each other jokes and stuff. It's very weird. And here's the mascot of the pizza place with my son Gavin posing by him. Let's give Gavin a little light here. Yeah, I think it's a little bit too yellow. Let's bring this down. And this right here is like his temple. It's all made of like stained glass. It's really cool room. The ceiling was all animated, very like space-like. All of these roofs and everything are rotating. It is such a trip in there. I got a couple pictures of my son in like this crazy transformer thing. And you get to control a little bit of the room with this transformer. It's so neat. But the lighting is very neon. I don't really know if I can neutralize it much. Trying to add a little bit of green tint here to neutralize some of the magenta. Yeah, it's not really neutralizing much here. This is really cool, though. This was massive. I mean, my kid is not small. He's about 5 feet tall now. He's... I'm going to sync that up with all these rest ones. Oh, I really like this shot of him. That's good. Oh, this one too. Yeah, Meow Wolf is a trip. If you've never been to one, I highly recommend going to a Meow Wolf location. They're so inspiring. It's like a very huge collaboration of artists putting together interactive art exhibits. And I mean, the sense of discovery is just written on his face here. And they're just very inspiring places. This area was interesting. You get to find out more about the lore. And then there's this big couch surrounded by books. This is one of the creatures they created. It was so tall, I had to reach on my tippy toes to be able to pet the fur here. And the fur is all felt. So this is all felt fur. Oh, there we go. This is a bit more fitting to edit these little prodigy. This is a massive space vehicle. I won't say the other word because Captain America will get in and tell me I got bad language. It's really, really cool, though. Ooh, Vignette does well here. The interior of these places is so inspiring. There's so much, it's just so much art everywhere. This right here is a staircase that you could walk down, and then as you notice, it kind of twists around. So you're walking on these stairs, then suddenly you start transitioning to walk on these stairs because of gravity. Here's my kid with one of the creatures. And I do kind of like that exposure, but this critter is in a lot more light. So I'm going to do a brush and bring the light down on it a little bit. Maybe a lot of it. And bring up the exposure in total. So give it a little green tint. Yeah, how's everybody in chat doing? Bet everybody's gone to lurk mode, it seems. Hey, what up, hyena?
My name is Jeff.
Look at that taco with a hyena in it. That's good stuff. How have you been doing? I'm good. I had a day home alone today because the kids at summer camp. So I figured I'd do a little stream and catch up on some photos. Right now I'm working on stuff from Meow Wolf Denver. Been getting out, taking a lot of photos. That's great. I got out for a storm chase last week. Monsoon has arrived, and just like that, it's gone. It's really, really hot this week. I had the forecast up still. Here's a 10-day forecast. Today, currently, it's 107, 108, somewhere in there. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, it's 105. It cooled down a little bit. Thanks. And see, Wednesday, it's forecasted to get up to 111. Yeah, there's like no storms going on in this week. I'm hoping all of this heat will help like fuel some massive storms and get some good chases in. But I am booked for some real estate tomorrow, so that's good. My schedule's been pretty dry. It's been so, like, I haven't gotten really much work at all. It is very worrying. And there's so much magenta light here. Try to neutralize it a little. Use the mixer. Oh, sync is not set. I wonder if I should continue streaming to Kick. I had kind of stopped doing it. Nice to have new photos edit. 100% it is. I'm catching up on some vacation shots. Oh, here's more of that pizza place, looking down into it. Pizza Pals Play Zone. It's got all the story and artwork related to it in here. Meow Wolf is so cool. This is us in the space vessel. You know what? I wonder if I could transform this to make it like more symmetrical. No photo selected. Let's do auto. See what that does. Oh yeah, that totally works. Really love Lightroom sometimes. It's nice. Do the same to this one. Let's transform it. Might be a little confused about this one. Oh, maybe not. Okay. Well, I managed to capture them okay. But the lighting in the top is a bit too much. So let's bring it down with some the gradient. That's adding exposure. Let's remove some. Oh, there we go. Get a good sense of the trippiness of this place. Looks so cool. Oh, here's a couple of my son in the scene from the outside. This room, I mean, this room is massive. It's 3 whole stories of just all this artwork and alien creatures and creativity. It's so, like, it is so inspiring just to be in this place. It really gets your creative juices flowing, like... It's probably one of the most fun places to bring a camera. Is any Meow Wolf location. Because you could just really get creative with all the creativity around you. It's more fun than going to the zoo with a camera or something. Well, in my opinion. And here's the pullback of that vessel we were in. I think this right here is the that's where Gavin was in that shot earlier. Oh, yeah, there's somebody else with a camera looking through a porthole. This place is so cool. Oh, I'm getting a low battery notification already. Oh, weird. All right, hold up. I'm gonna do a headphone swap. All right, I'm gonna try these ones. Let's see if they work. All right, power on. Pairing. Hook these up. Oh man, these don't necessarily pair well. All right, let's try. Did I ever shoot a Gila monster? I have not. I have photographed one in the Desert Museum where I did my presentation um last Saturday. But I have not encountered a Gila monster in the wild. That's on my bucket list, is I need to bump into one. They are vicious little suckers, though, I hear. The wild ones. I mean, that would be. I mean, they're so pretty. They're such gorgeous creatures. I would absolutely love to come into one, like bump into one in the wild. It won't let me pair this headphones. Might have to just go with no audio. This room also is quite awesome. So, this entire room is rigged to be musical. Like you can see here, there's a piano, like a gutted piano on the wall. But it's all hooked up to electronics. So this piano starts playing music, and this whole drum kit has all of these arms on it that start hitting the drums and playing them. And then this chandelier up top is like all these are bells that light up and play bells. Yeah, look at all those. So it'll play like a different song every few minutes or so. This room is amazing. That's not. Is there a button on the side to press? Let me see if. What does that button do? So there's a button on the side of my little Bluetooth thing. Well, it must just switch it off and on. Wonder if that's what that does. There's a button on the top, though. Okay, that's probably what I need to be pressing. Well, these Bluetooth headphones don't really pair the best. Also getting pretty sweaty. Go back to the earbuds. So hopefully I've got some battery on this one. See if it'll start pairing. Hey, it's working. I have audio. This temple was so cool. This is looking above it. Some of the staircase leading to the temple. Space is amazing. So Autumn also found a combination. This, by the way, the statues are pretty crazy. It's like some sort of alien cow-like figure. This right here looks a lot like a Baphomet, which is like a satanic statue. And there's like this owl creature. But there's a certain combination you could play with these levers. This whole thing was like this magical organ thing. And if you did a certain combination, which you learned in one of the videos, it would trigger a whole sequence of events with lighting and craziness. There's a lot of themes like this in these Meowth locations where you can interact with the story and it becomes like this really cool thing. There's one I'm seeing on the one in Grapevine, which I haven't visited in person yet, but there's a lightning room where you could trigger a whole storm of lightning activity. This was like a sauna room, but it wasn't hot. Would have been cool if this room was hot. Cool robot. Some of these are like little dioramas around the place, like alien critters. This right here is massive. It's kind of hard to see the scale in here until you notice that there's people in the shot right here that are like, these are like fully grown people that are just made to look so small. I shot this at 15 millimeter. And this right here, there's like a woman statue laying down and her hair flows down onto this cliffside. It's more than 3 stories tall, so it's probably even higher than that. Oh, that right there was the finale. We triggered the finale. It's pretty neat. There's the exterior. That's how big the building is. Those are people down there, and it's huge. It's at least 4 stories or so. Some more of the exterior. And Casa Bonita. We went and dined at Casa Bonita for my wife's birthday. It was a blast. I was so surprised at how much fun I had being a full grown adult. But there's so much good fun and humor and love put into the place from Trey Parker and Matt Stone. Like, I had never heard of it prior to South Park because it's very much a local Coloradoan thing, but it's like a really fun place for kids, and it's become it's really a fun place for everyone. There's so much cool stuff to do, but it's in a shopping like there's like a Ross right next to it. It's really hard to go here. Like you have to use the reservation system. I think it's like up to about 6 months in advance, something like that. So if you're thinking on going there, try to think of what time of year you want to go and plan ahead and get reservations. And we did VIP reservations, which with VIP reservations, you get a waiter. And I hear if you do the regular reservations, it's more like a cafeteria where you walk up and tell what you want to order and like pick it up from the cafeteria and take it to your table type thing. But if you get onto the VIP, which is a bit more costly, it's pretty expensive. But admittedly, like the tacos and everything were quite good. I have a very spoiled palate living so close to Mexico for Mexican food that like there's some very authentic Mexican food where I live, and I know Mexican food quite well, and I've heard the reputation of this place is the food is terrible. All right, Cliff.
Terrible.
And that is no longer the case. Whoever Trey and Matt hired when they revamped the place, they hired somebody who's legit at cooking some Mexican food. What is transform? Oh, I kind of like that actually. It's a little bit warped, but looks pretty cool. Can relate. You grew up in Arizona. Tacos are like 100%. So good. Where in Arizona did you grow up again? I forget. Was it in like Phoenix area? Uh-oh. My key light flickered a bit. Up in Phoenix, yeah. Oh, what is the weather in Phoenix right now? Oh my God. Because, I mean, it's terribly hot up here. Yeah, it's 109 up there. How hot is it going to get? 116 on Wednesday. Yeah, nope. Nope. No, thank you. Wait a second. I need to give it this a little bit more attention and time. Because I did overexpose the background here. I think what I'm going to do here is bring a gradient in and subtract the subject. We're desert rats. Oh, 100%. There's been a bit of humidity lately, and boy, do I melt in the humidity. It's so bad. I sweat so bad. My presentation, it was humid in that room, and I was, well, combined with the nerves, I was sweating so much. Here's the interior of Casa Bonita. Unfortunately, the lighting on the divers is so much that I think I overexposed them in all cases here. Well, I don't know. That's kind of recovered. Sheeting her off for the win, right? But I only had my 15 to 35. So we will sync. Oh yeah, that got blown out. That lost all its information in the highlights. This is from the bottom of the cliffs where the divers go. The first thing we did after our meal was to go down here and check this out. This is just next to some of the tables, like there's a bunch of fog and lights. Yeah, we went and watched the divers from the ground, which is pretty awesome. There he is up there. One of the divers. There he is diving. He's upside down. Upcoming ad break. Dude, it's been an hour again already? Amazing. Time is flying. It's kind of hard to get action shots in here. You'd have to use flash, I think, but I don't think they would allow you to use flash. Probably get yelled at. This right here was a cool mural I found in Colorado, and it looked it reminded me a lot of this muralist here in Tucson, Jessica Gonzalez. Very much her style, and very similar. And I looked it up, and it was like a consortium of artists. Like, I think it was a bunch of student artists actually that did. So this is the art district of Rhino. Pretty cool area. A photo of a rhino statue representative of the area. There's a big R. Ooh, Otto didn't quite do that Right. There we go. This kind of remind me of like Jonan Vasquez comics and stuff. Back he's the guy who created Invader Zim, most famously. This is a pretty mural of a couple of sea creatures, I believe, like mermaids. A little auto transform on that. Auto's not doing it right. Is vertical? No. Level. Level does a better job. Sky boost. Wow, I've edited over 100 images on stream already. Holy cow. All right, last images from Rhino. Now we get to a park. Man, I already forget the name of this park. There's a really nice big park in Denver. It's quite pretty. I think I might do a previous on that. Yeah. Let's sync those all up. Oh, speaking of, let's see who else is streaming right now. Wonder if Low Base is live at the moment. Heading out. Enjoy the rest. I definitely will. Thanks for stopping by, Hyena. You have a good rest of your day. Oh. Low Base is live. I'm going to come by and say hi. Let's shout him out on the channel. And go say hi in chat. Okay, let's go.
Welcome.
Hi, Ceronius. How you doing? About to go live here momentarily. I'll definitely leave a lurk there, sir. Hell yeah. No music. Oh, I do have music going. I just turned it down so I could hear Low Bass a little bit. Or has it not been going in the audio mix? Oh, easily. I could turn it up. There we go. This I just thought was a beautiful moment to capture. This couple sitting in the grass in a shade. They're the only one around for a while. Just thought it was a beautiful scene to snap a photo of. I like it. Some street candid. Yeah, I'm going through some vacation photos I captured in Colorado early last month. Playing some catch up. I'm down to 200 left to go through, so I've made some good progress. Yeah, I just went through my Meow Wolf Denver stuff. Now I'm going through a park in Denver. Which Meow Wolf, by the way, if you're not familiar, definitely look them up. There, like if you go to any of their locations around the world, or I guess U.S. It's such an inspiring place. Oh, these geese. Oh, they. So I was shooting a video just to share with my story. I was shooting a video of these geese with their goslings. And then all of a sudden, this family of goslings comes up like right next to me. They come up in the water, like I'm standing there, and they come up right in front of me. And they just, I normally don't like to get this close to wildlife to bother them, but they came up to me. And I had my camera out already. This is at 30 millimeters. Like, this is not like a zoomed in shot. Like, they are right on me. It was really cool. And I think I'm going to okay, drop the shadows quite a bit here and do some contrast. Then I'm going to try doing a subject pop, see if it selects the animals. I think it did. I think it did. Let's check the mask. Yep. Okay, now I can lift the shadows on just the geese here. And I think I'm going to do a sync to all of these. Can I click on your name? Okay, there we go. And click on Ceronius's name here so I can load up his channel. Be an automatic lurk when you go live. Crop in a little bit. I don't know what this is, but I am removing it. It's so distracting. Looks like a trash bin, or it could be like a barbecue. Thanks for the lurks, Ironius. Remove this thing again. What the heck is this thing? Well, I think this was Washington Square Park. I'm pretty sure it just the brain fart has subsided. This is where this was. Erroneous, your wig is so goofy on that Pokemon. Oh, stream starting screen. Let's go. I don't think I can Photoshop that thing out now. It's a cute shot, though. Here they are walking back to the little lake or pond. That's a neat transform. Dig it. Cool. Cool. Made this a bit cooler of a shot, actually. Did I already do sky boost to this one? Let's do a subject pop as well. Nice, nice. Did it get all of the? Nah, I missed one of the geese. Let's add an object. Oh, that made it pop out a bit. All right, so I think I'm gonna burn this reflection because it's definitely the brightest portion of the image and would distract from our subjects here in the very foreground. Also, the composition doesn't really make it fatality. Oh, well, you got pissed off working on your car while you listen to the stream, putting wheel hub assembly back together. Project abruptly halted because one tiny screw somehow completely wrecked threads. Can't go on. Oh, no. So, similar story. On our way to a Milky Way photo shoot last week, or I guess 2 weeks ago now. I rode with my pal Jesse because I don't really trust my car too well, being that it's over 200,000 miles. I rode with him and we got a flat tire on the way there. And when he fortunately has a full size spare. We were driving an SUV, and he goes to switch it, and one of the bolts on the tire did not match the rest of them. It was a different size bolt. So the tire iron that he had wouldn't fit it, and it wouldn't turn the bolt. So we were unable to change the tire, and we kept asking everybody. We were at a gas station, and we even asked, there was a semi delivery driver there, I think it was a Coke truck, and he didn't have one in his semi. I figured semis have all kinds of tools. I don't really know. Whoever the previous owner was, they put on a different bolt. But fortunately, somebody showed up who had a truck, and even the sheriff was showed up at a moment. There was a sheriff there in the parking lot, and we went up and asked him. And in the past, I've had luck with police officers being helpful over car troubles, because I had a breakdown on the freeway once, but that was highway patrol. I bet highway patrol is more prepared than a sheriff for car emergencies. But boy, it's it was really it took us a while. We lost some of our Milky Way window. It wound up being still a beautiful outing, but that flat tire did set us back. Oh, this is cute with the Gosling drinking the puddle. That is so cute. So cute. Wow, these turned out super gloomy. I'm brightening these up. Ooh, this looks nice. It's quite pretty.
Welcome.
Hey, what up, Maple? Welcome, welcome. How's things out in Canada? It's all Canadians in chat right now. Here in Foot Night. What? Is that busted? Doesn't work anymore. Sorry, eh? Sorry, eh? I'm going through some Colorado trip photos. This is at Washington Square Park. I believe it's Washington Square, but I have my doubts. Denver Parks. Oh, it's Washington Park, not Square Park, just Washington Park. I think I was watching like a stream from New York. Actually, that's the thing. We Canucks aren't saying sorry as much anymore, eh? Yeah, no need to apologize so much, I guess. I don't know. Not to the Americans, at least. Yeah. The era of being sorry is over. Dude, the tumult between the US and Canada is so, it's gotten so dumb. I try not to follow politics. It's it's terrible.
Terrible.
The era of being sorry is over, buddy. I'm not your buddy, pal. Oh, this was back to our campsite. This is the lake right by our campsite. The moon was out. Oh, and here's some elk. I didn't have a zoom on me. Or maybe it's just a deer. I don't know. That butt might be an elk butt. We'll have our poutine and eat it too. Oh, I don't blame you there. I haven't had poutine in years. I need to remedy that. Elk are deer, technically. Yeah, I think you probably are. I'm gonna confirm this with the internet, actually. Are elk deer? Yes, elk are a type of deer. You are correct, sir. Specifically, all elk belong to the deer family Cervidae, but not all deer are elk. Elk are one of the largest species within this family, and they are distinct from other deer species. Yeah, they're huge. Lurkin, still hosting some family, says Chad again. Oh, dude, yeah. Have fun with the fam. Oh, this was so pretty out here. So when someone hits on the highway, they die and their car is absolutely totaled. Yeah. I really like this picture. I don't like the left side though. I think the left side I'm gonna crop out. Just it's a bit of dead space. Although that might affect the balance a bit on the little pond or lake. I like the birds flying through this. That's pretty. They might be jank though, because this is HDR. Oh, that's actually not bad. Not bad. Oh, there's an incoming call from my wife. I was just about to ask. All right. I'm going to mute Mike for a minute. All right, that is a message that my wife is on her way home. So I could afford to edit a few more and then, I don't know, 10 more minutes of stream. I should have like a stream ending soon sign, like, okay. Now, since I'm lurking low pace, I've been spoiled on. It's beautiful. Did I do Sky Boost already? It looks like I did. Let's sync to all of these. Ooh, I've got a few night sky ones coming up. My wife did tell me dinner's coming soon. I'm excited. Hey, the raid thing still works. What up, low base? Oh, I'm gonna close that tab because I don't need to hear myself. Low base mode. This hadn't been activated. But can I? Let's see if I could go to full cam. Scene, camera. Let's see if we could do some full cam low base mode. Effects. No, it's not in there. Where did I put it? It's been a minute since I streamed. I'm not really remembering where everything. I've got a friends button. Yeah, right here. Low base.
Low base mode.
Full screen low base mode. This is his actual LUT that he uses. He was generous enough to give me that awesome LUT. Oh, Frank last played some. What did it say? So, oh, Rovius, thanks for the follow. Welcome, welcome. I've been editing some images from Colorado that I went to last month. And it's been a while. I have not yet met Arovius. So Are you a fellow streamer? Oh, I have no link I can click. But yeah, I've edited over 100 images so far this stream, and I think I'll
Welcome.
edit a few more, and then I gotta get going soon in a moment. And so apologize for the short term raid, but I'll bring you guys into another great photography stream momentarily as well. We could get a raid train going, if you will. But yeah, welcome everybody who's first meeting me from Low Base. So we've been stream friends for several years. I'm one of the first members of the web creative community. I think I was like third or something like that. Like pretty soon when that stream team formed, we all. And if you are unaware, here's the link for the team. Hang on, I can tell you. Oh, he's got the facts. He's got the facts over there. Yeah, here's some photos I captured out in the Rocky Mountain National Park. It was quite beautiful out there, you guys. Oh, so great. It's like a starry sky. Unfortunately, we had moon. The moon was out. You can't really see the Milky Way too well. That is the Milky Way core right there. But let's see if I do sky boost. I have my sky selection. I can't because you're streaming. Streaming puts you at the top of the list. Oh, okay. So okay, it like messes up the order a bit. So let's see. I'll add even more dehaze to this. Oh, you still can't see it. Never mind. Yeah, this is what the moon does to astrophotography. Preferably, if you want to do some good astrophotography, you got to plan around the moon cycles as far as like try to plan around no moon or new moon. Yeah, the moon really is a jerk when it comes to wanting to photograph the stars. It kind of like is a big light that shines in the sky and just kills off all the starry views. Well, you can still see the stars, as you can see here, but they're just not as, as it is, the song says, a harsh mistress. Yeah. 100%. Oh, boy, did any of you guys watch the Ozzy concert this last weekend? Oh, it was incredible. There was, I mean, I'm a metal fan. So it's very bittersweet to see like the first who's regarded as the first ever metal band to retire. But like, yeah, it was a crazy show. If not, try to hunt down some of the coverage on YouTube that's getting pulled down left and right. Because it was some amazing stuff. All the super groups too; those were really fun. But yeah, there's a couple more images from Rocky Mountain. This is a big pano. I took at one of the overlooks, like to give you an idea of scale of this pano. There's a little overlook placard right there, a little signage. And we had snow in the mountains in June still. Just the elevation is so much that the snow sticks around. We have another team member streaming Black Sabbath. Or are they playing Black Sabbath right now? Dude, if anything, like it's perfect to request some Black Sabbath in any music stream right now. Panda strings. Oh, I gotta go. I'm pulling up a tab. Duplicate the tab. Panda strings. Look them up. Oh, I got an ad. I miss Twitch Turbo so much. I miss Twitch Turbo. It was so great. Do Sky Boost on here. Oh, it takes a minute. Oh, see, my Sky Boost preset is basically like it's basically like a polarizer filter. The way it works, it's so good. It adds some dehaze and reduces the exposure of the sky a little bit. But I've also got some mad highlights here that I'm gonna try to reduce a bit. This cloud kind of looks like a squirrel, doesn't it? Or like a groundhog? It's interesting. All right, I'm gonna remove the blue.
Great Scott!
Oh, holy crap. Double sub.
Great
Triple.
Scott!
Hold on. How many gifting 3 subs? Oh, thank you so much.
Great Scott!
Got General Thottery, Maple Glaze, and Elite Light Show. All got a sub. Oh, I appreciate the gifts.
Hello there.
And the foliage. Oh, thank you so much for the generosity. Now you want an Italian BMT from Subway. Dude, I haven't eaten from Subway in years now. There's so many better sub shops. Like, especially local. Then again, I don't really have sandwiches as much. I should. Like, sandwiches are delicious.
Ray, when someone asks you, are you a god, you say, yes!
Yes! Holy crap, the cat jam works! Oh, it's been forever. Nobody's used this in so long. Oh, we got a jam. Dancing just like the crabs. But yeah, dude, I gotta wrap the stream though. My family's on their way home with dinner. It's about dinner time. I think I'll bring you guys all to Cyronius, who's got a photography stream going on right now. I believe he's also lurking this stream. But thank you so much for the subs, low base, and the raids and everything. I'm gonna be streaming a bit more this week. I appreciate everybody for stopping by. Holy crap, look at all the stream avatars down there. We're gonna give Saronius some good love with a raid here. I edited over 100 images this stream. It's been very, very productive. In just about 3 hours almost. Had a lot of old friends stopping by. It's great. It's almost like I hadn't stopped streaming for a bit. So hopefully I'll be back again tomorrow. I do have some work tomorrow, so I'll have to do after work. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Let's set up the raid. Our streamer friend Cyronius, who's a fellow photographer. Raid messages are in chat. The general raid message actually still works. It uses like a Twitch expansion emote, but it'll actually work in anybody's chat. Just use the word raid instead of the emote. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time. I gotta hit the outro.